guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the rise of Cornoe. This is our new nuclear complex, which we kind of planned out a little bit more detail in the last episode. It would be cool for us to kind of put some fences and stuff around here just because that feels a little bit more realistic. But I guess we'll get to that in some finishing touches. I know most of the things we've done hasn't had their finishing touches. So, yeah, maybe that's a bit of a pipe dream. Anyway, what we are doing here, I did add one more thing here. I just added an extra switch here so that we can actually get some medium voltage off towards the side in case this is not fully built and operational by the time we start processing some of these things. So that's, I think that's the start over there. Now, the thing that we are trying to do is we're trying to build all of these infrastructure items before we get too far along. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, here, I wanted to add some stuff here. So, just before I get in there too much, let's just double check. What do we need in here? Well, I don't need to pause. I'll just leave it there. We'll come on over here where I have a maintenance facility. Building on fire, and hopefully that's not a big deal. Okay, so what do we need? So let's head on over to our facilities here and have a bit of a look. I would imagine we need a covered hull, right? Really? I mean, for mechanical components and the likes, can't we? It's a bit of an interesting one. Okay, but anyway, we do need open hulls, right? So grab at least two of them. We've got a bus, we've got a crane, and then we also need some of the cement mixer kind of vehicles. There they go. At least there's one. I think there's more than one. We'll just grab these and move them. Yeah, there's a few of them here. Okay, so we'll take all of these guys and we'll move them to this one so that with a stubby range at least can do some repairs, because that was a bit of an issue for us last time. So let's move them into this area here. We could add an extra bus, of course. I think maybe that's not a bad idea to add an extra bus, but these other ones should be okay. I still think we do need, I still think, maybe not for maintenance, but for machine replacement, we'll definitely need a covered hull. So I'll just send one over, so we have that. I don't want to kind of go without it, and then a couple of extra buses maybe. Well, maybe just the one extra bus. We've already got the one bus there. Extra crane? Wonder about an extra crane. Do we even have extra cranes available here? No, not over there. Not over here. These are excavators. So we don't have an extra crane. So that's just going to have to do. I am a little... Well, what we can do, I'm going to grab one of these cranes. And I'm going to move this crane over there, and then what we'll do is we'll put a covered hull on that one, just because I think we actually need one. It might not be a bad idea for us to do that. So we'll grab that. I'll move one of the cranes over to the other side, so we've got a spot, and then one covered hull should be able to do the trick over here, I think. There we go. So I think that helps us out a little bit. Got heating problems. There's a variety of areas, of course, where we don't actually provide heating, such as this one here. So for some of the fire stations and police stations in some industrial areas, we're not specifically providing heating for that. This tunnel is all done. Oh, and one thing that I thought would be pretty cool, which I think I'm going to add. So if we look at it, these guys are coming in from this side. So I've thought about adding a little bit of extra capacity to this network. So the idea being, we do something like this, and we add it over there, and then similarly on this side, if you're going, let's bring it back a little bit more because we've got the roof. If you're going back this way, let's add it there, so it's in the, and we get it back in. Yeah, let's do that. Shall we just build it? Yeah, let's just get the guys to come and build it. So that's just adding the extra capacity for, because we're trying to strengthen that movement because we've obviously built this this interchange here. So that's your kind of primary access into this area if you're not using the outer infrastructure there, the outer bypass infrastructure. Okay, now one thing that I thought I would, now that we've got, whoa, look at that money. We've got exported another ship as well. Look at the imports, though. Hang on. Can we just have a look? I mean, obviously we're doing good work here, but the imports is double what it was last month. Let's just have a look at this. I'm a little. So if we go this month, I just want to check the imports. So what is that? Who imported 120 tons of electronic components and 36 tons of electronics? I wish I could figure it out, because certainly we're not importing electronics anymore, right? Come on, let's just have a look. So if we have a look, this is Novigrad Rail imports, right? So it is effectively saying no electronics components. Here we do. So Lipkapol, oh my goodness. Please do not do that. I'm thinking it's probably that, because that volume must have been a train delivery. So I guess what happened is we exported, and then because it dropped under 20, a train went and popped in some new stuff in there. Hopefully that will resolve that issue. But seriously, that was a little bit of a concern. It's actually happened. Where is this guy going? This guy is going to go back and do it again for Lip. This is absolutely tedious. Absolutely tedious. Can we please have a look at what's going on here? So I guess we're going to need these guys. At the moment, let's just move one of them over to this kind of... Oh, it's full. So do we go... I don't think we need to export, right? So we'll slowly get this guy. Well, we need to move it, right? So do we really have no spots? What's happening in here? Oh, it's these old vehicles. You know what? We'll just scrap them, right? We're not going to reuse them, I think. So what we'll do is we'll move these guys out to over there, right? So we'll scrap them. Yes, I know. It's just going there, and then this guy can also go there. Thank you. What's the issue? What is the issue? You have to be able to go, right? There we go. And then we'll grab this guy, and as soon as it's out, we'll send this one as well. Go. Let's just scrap those, okay? And then at the same time, what we'll do is we'll move the big guy over there that way for a future use case. So at least we can... Oh, we had two of them in here? Oh, there's one that just arrived. Yeah, it just popped out. Okay, so that's okay. So that should be fine. We just want to keep working it at least. We can sell some if we need to. But yeah, that was a pretty rough month of December. Even though we did manage to still make money, we need to really sort out that. And this is the reason why we're planning a major kind of central hub over here, so that we can redo all of our distribution, so we can stop having the issues over there. I know exactly where this guy is. It's the same one, moved time and time again. Anyway, it's not a problem for us to deal with, but I do always look at these traffic jams, because they can, in reality, cause us a little bit of heartache if we're not cautious. Now, are we cannot export mixed waste? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, there's certainly enough capacity. Yeah, I mean, these guys are trying. But I guess we're not even close. It's some of these things that I do wonder. Do we? Why this is on fire? A storage, an open storage with steel in it is on fire. Sometimes I wonder. Okay, so what I'm kind of wondering with this is if I just put a garbage truck back and forth on a route just to go and move these things back, right? So let's quickly do something here. Do we have I don't necessarily want to. I want to send them to a depot, and I don't know if we've got a depot anywhere. Do I have a depot somewhere over here? I guess I can send them over here and then put a line. No, I can't. It needs to go. It needs to be a depot. That's not a depot. There should be a depot somewhere, right? This is a depot. We'll send them there. Okay, then from there, we're saying you're going to go over here and you're going to load up on mixed waste, right? And then you're going to go over here and you're going to basically unload the mixed waste, right? And you're going to wait until you're unloaded. I think that should be okay. Here, you're going to wait until you're loaded as well. And we'll do that. So we'll add an extra truck to it. It's not that far, so hopefully the extra truck, in addition to the other guys, can give this a little bit of an extra life. At the moment, it's struggling a little bit over here. Okay, so hopefully that's a bit of an improvement. We'll see how that goes. We do need to plan out some additional infrastructure here, and then I want to have a look. Is everybody working? I think some of these helicopters are probably in a bad state. They're pretty old, right? 23 years. Okay, 20 years is not too bad, I think. It's not too bad. Now, electricity problems. Why are we having electricity problems over here? It feels like we shouldn't. Oh, unless it's really just a matter of... Oh, no. This is for heating. So if we look at electricity, I think we've added electricity capacity here quite a few times. And we should have sufficient capacity running through the big line, the high voltage line. These should be okay. Right, these should be okay. I've kind of managed them reasonably well. Well, maybe they're all just over the edge, and in some cases, they flicker a little bit. So I guess maybe we're not quite good with some of them. Okay, I just want to see what kind of infrastructure can we start on. I do want to start on some of these things, right? So some of this stuff that I built here. Let's quickly get some infrastructure in place so we can start to do it. And I guess for this, let's just go with the gravel road. Get the gravel road in there. We want to make sure that we make a start on these. So construction mode. Who is my construction officers here? Paul, Lisa. Well, anyway, let's just get whoever we can to come and work on this. Okay. And similarly, we could probably get the helicopters on board to start working on some of these items as well, right? Citizens' happiness too low. I just want to see what that is, because that could be a bit of a problem. Yeah, especially if it's in an older area such as this. What is wrong here? Temperature is too low. Okay, let's just quickly have a look at this, because this is a bit of a challenge if we're not careful. Yeah. We started dropping happiness quite substantially now. Okay, so let's quickly have a look here. Overlays, interior heat. Okay. Oh my goodness, we've got like no heating whatsoever, and I guess that means the heating plant doesn't have any workers. And why is that? Because of this. This pains me so much. I've done so many things to try and get this to work better, and it just doesn't want to do the trick, right? Okay, so what we'll need to do is this guy will need to go back to the end station, please. Go to the end station, turn around, and I guess that will resolve this. What I can do at the same time is I can say ignore the red signal so it can start coming in here. Okay, and then hopefully things will start moving. But that guy might be completely empty. So yeah, anyway, just run. Just run. Yeah, yeah, I know you can't pass, guy. I know you can't pass. Okay. Think that should work. I kind of wonder if we move it back, if we'll get better at it. But yeah, they do seem to have a bit of an issue here sometimes. What are our signals here? I mean, that's a crazy thing, right? People are effectively dying here if we can't get can't get workers out there. That's not an important one. Yeah, geez, look at this. Are we seeing some workers arrive here yet? I think this will be workers here. Oh yeah, beautiful. Get there straight away. Come on, come on, come on. Get the heating, get the heating. I think we need notify. Oh, I didn't. I've got notified, but obviously because I'm messing around and all, I mean, look at this ambulance's happiness. So there's a lot of issues there. Okay, so hopefully the heating should now come back, right? But this thing is such a pain. Now there's nothing. Let's just keep a little bit of an eye on it. Let me think about the logic here. So we've got this guy, right? We shouldn't even be able to go in there. I mean, we've got the double catch there. So really, the fact that it cleared all of this and then kind of locked in here is really crazy. I'm kind of wondering, right? If we remove these and this becomes one block, maybe that'll help us out. Let's test it. I can always put them back, but if this becomes one block, right, then this guy, then we've got two places they can go, and hopefully it means that. Oh, but oh yeah, yeah, you can go to that side if you come in now. Maybe that helps us out a little bit. I think I think we'll definitely not have the issue again. It might slow down all of our stuff a little bit for most of the time, but hopefully that's going to be okay. How's our temperatures here? It's better. It's coming up. It's not ideal yet, but it is definitely coming up. It's definitely coming up. Yeah, see, now we've got an issue that these aren't actively working. I think this is better. I think this is better. And to be honest, I think I might be able to change this to another type of signal. I think this might, just to make sure we've got a little bit more room here. So let's do that. It'll still get here. It's just giving us a little bit more room and you can get in on that side. Nice. It's fine. Clear that out and now you can get in. Any trains coming out? Here we go. So that guy will go straight through. looks a little bit more efficient now, I think. I think I've helped it out a little bit more. How's our lots of passengers available, so we should be fully loading these guys quite easily. That's looking good. I must say it seems to be working a lot better now. I think it's slower getting out of this one. Where is this now? Is this the same? This is the same spot, right? I think we'll get back, right? It'll have to recover, right? So we're on the path to recovery. Heating should now be all sorted out. Like, let's just have a quick look. Interior heating, it's not all sorted out, but it is coming back or dropping. What's going on here? How do we not have workers again? Here they come. I'm sure this is them. I don't know why we're running out of workers so quickly here. Get going, guys. Get going. Only 18? This is the priority. I don't know. I wish there was a little piece that we can set the priority, because I don't want to specify which buildings they go to. I just wish they could say, oh, this is absolutely the priority. Yes, I know this is an issue. We're trying. What's happening now? Are you now out of this? No. You should be okay. We need to double up on these kind of things to make sure that we're covering this off. This is the temperature is a lot better now. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yes, it should. Train is waiting too long. Ooh, what's happening over here? No, that's fine. That's fine. We're just waiting for this guy to come back. These bridges have been built. This is built. Okay, let's. Ooh, what is this? We don't have a. We don't have and the other side of it. Let's grab that while we're at it here. Yeah, that should be fine. I will go ahead and pay for that. And so the idea is, let's get the Liverpool guys to come and build what they can over here. So all of that's built, actually. Okay, beautiful. So there's a lot of stuff built, so we can quite comfortably start to extend our construction here. So all of this stuff needs to now get a little bit more action. Okay, that should be useful. I'm a little, you know what I'll do, just because I'm not too sure how this will function whether in and out will work this way. I will do something, right? I will add I can't add a stop. This anyway. Let's. I mean, we're not in a hurry there. We'll have a look. Okay, so just coming back to this, I just want to make sure we are actively sorting this stuff out. Yeah, this is looking okay, and the trains here are moving reasonably well. We obviously need heating for the new area here. With that, I'm almost thinking about electric heating, so that we could, maybe not cause too much pollution, and we could maybe send some heating over this way as well, just to be supportive. These are okay. I'm not heating these things at all. We don't have a car there. Oh, there is a car there. Okay, we do have stuff there. Okay. Wow. Lots of mess over here, but this was paused. Just want to keep an eye on these guys. I think now it's working reasonably well now. Yeah, it seems pretty good, actually. I wonder about having them go in on one side and come out on the other side. I think that'll work a lot better if we do that. I think it's okay. I don't think I need to babysit this anymore. Okay. So I guess while we're at it, one of the things that we were working on in the last episode. So what is this? Is these little pathways here? I guess that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing over here. So let's quickly. We can keep running. Still just work our way through the snow. I think for the meantime. Now, I need this to be more direct, and so I'm kind of thinking, right? Can we have this path come out here? Because this should, yeah, we can. There we go. So let's, instead of doing that, we'll do maybe with the power stuff here. There we go. So I guess this is what we're going to use over here. So let me clear out that. We'll clear out this. And that, we'll get rid of that one in a minute. We can go upstairs for this. We want to make sure that we are providing access to both of these, so that they should be pretty good. Okay, so that should quite easily give them the access that they need. So now let me clear out that one. Let's quickly have a look. If we look at this, they should be. I think we need to. Anyway, let's do that and then see. How come? How come this isn't working? Anyway, I'm very sure that'll work, right? The distance there is pretty good. Now, let's go back underground. And just probably just connect that straight over there, and that should work just fine, right? If we do this to there and do that, I think that should be all good, right? We do it from this side. 360. I think these new buildings is just a little bit of an issue, but they should be, 420 or something. So I think it's going to be fine to do that. This should be okay as well. Let's just see. They don't actually go up to any building, right? The 220 over there. That may be a bit of a problem. Where do we have any access points here? Yeah, so we might have to if I do this, and if I do that, we may just have to do a bit of this, and then this guy will have to walk into that direction. These guys should be okay. What is the means for that guy? Let's do this. And then what I'll do, I'll continue to run the path over there. If we ever get that to work. And, oh, their access point isn't actually actively shown. But what I'll do is we'll go in over here. Okay. And we'll tie that in. So I guess let's double check that again now. So 410. I'm worried about this. What is this? If we do that and we do this instead, right, so we'll get a little bit going there. We'll get that one aside. I just want to see if that makes any difference. It does. So 385 to get to there. But I guess through these road connections here, it doesn't necessarily work. Okay, so I think we'll be okay here. I think we will be okay in terms of getting everybody workers. But so let's leave it there. So I think that should be fine. We did want to do it the other direction as well, and potentially have further options here. None of this needs workers up to here, and then we might want to build another one up on this side. And I guess we should get ready for that. So let's quickly do that, so we can kind of leave this area to its devices. So if I go here and just have a look. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to have an extra area sorted out there. It's going to stop snowing soon, which is what I'm aiming for. Yeah, we want another one kind of up here, and then we want to tie it out that way. So something like that is about the spot we're after. 56 here is not bad. So we want that spot there. And I think we can do it like this, right? So we can actively get it in there, but we'll need a road to go up here as well. So with that in mind, can we then make a road work here? We'll go up to there. We then do this to, use the contours a little bit more effectively. We'll need to do a separate tunnel and access point for pedestrians, I think. Wow, it is tediously slow to kind of maneuver this, but that looks pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, well, there we go. We're seeing the snow melt. Yeah, I need to level this out a little bit over here. So if we level from the center here and we try and just need a little bit of a ledge here to put the road onto. Actually, what might be easier to do is this. I don't even know if it's easier though. Wow, this seems to be quite a disaster. I just want to get up to there, right? If we can. I think this is probably the issue. We need some supporting areas here. Is it even doing anything? It doesn't even look like it's doing anything. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to be our... Okay, so now if we go back to... Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work. I might not actually be able to get that to work. Let's trim that back a little bit. And if we said we wanted to go... I think this might work. Yeah. Why is that so much more effective than when I'm trying to do it manually? I don't know. And then what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of this, and that should get us up there. And where is our... Oh, there's our road connection going back out there. So I don't quite know how we're going to get that down. Now I can't see anything because it's night, of course. Sometimes, I mean, it's good to have the night and day and the snow and stuff, but it makes it so difficult to see. I mean, especially if you're using the level, and we need the level at the moment. What's the citizen happiness thing now? Let's just double check that we understand where that is. That's still over here, and I guess it is on the recovery, okay? So I think the recovery here is fine. I think we don't need to worry too much more about that. I think the recovery is okay. Let's clear out all of these messages and get back to what we're busy doing. Hopefully it'll be light soon and clean to be able to understand where we're trying to go here. So there's a stopped production one and the electricity problem. This is sometimes really tedious. So now we would like to do that. Okay, that's a little bit easier. Okay, and what we would like to do is tie in over here in any way, shape, or form, right? Any option to tie in there would be great. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll try and manually deal with this one. Here we should be able to... Just trying to get this hill a little bit out of the way. I do wonder why the road is so much quicker and more effective than this. Like super slow. We're trying to get that level to a place where, yeah, it's slowly trying to get there now, right? Kind of moving the entire mountain just to make room for this thing. Okay, I think let's give it a shot with the road. And now the guys are probably really. I think we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna, yeah, there we go. And of course we're auto saving again. And I think we'll leave it at that. Okay, perfect. So that is now connected, no problems. Now, the other thing that we need to connect before we start doing the pedestrian pathways is to try and get this guy to load up over here. Due to infrastructure below. Yeah, so we may need to do a bit of an extra round of this. Oh yeah, that's gonna be just fine. We go up a little bit. I guess we do, because we do want to get the road to go through there. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, we'll bring the road in, and that's effectively the plan. Do that. We'll get the road to go through there, and we'll get the road to go down there. Oh, beautiful. We'll tie that one in, and we'll get all of this stuff all sorted out. So there we go. So that is our mines connected. I don't think we're going to do extra mines than that. This is still the same location, and I guess it's still just trying to get there. Now, quickly find our most direct route for providing access to these guys. So I'm guessing we need one kind of over there, and one, well, we should be able to, can we do it just a direct? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so this is kind of the plan. We're going to try and see if we can get that to work. So if we were to tie in directly from there to there, 355, and then from there, tunnel is above the terrain. Do this. Now the slope's not good. Okay. Hang on. I think we're gonna play around with the hill just a little bit. I'm gonna try and give it a little bit more. Actually, can we run the path up the hill instead? Yeah, not even close. Not even close. And that's the issue, right? That's the issue. So that's why I'm using the tunnel, because that's a bit of a disaster to try and make that work. So if we were to... Are we upping? Yeah, we're going up, right? I guess the problem is more at the bottom here then. It may still be too steep though. Alternatively, do we do a tunnel directly there, right? There's that option as well. Let's quickly have a look. So tunnel again. Underground, so that one works. We'll quickly double check it. Oh yeah, slope is an issue. We've got another tunnel that can go right over here, and now it's suggesting the tunnel is above the ground at some stage. If we did this, if we do it in 2 sections, we do that, right? Does that work? That's very expensive tunnel infrastructure there. And is that too far away, right? I think that curve there. So let's remove the curve completely. We'll redo it without the curve this time. We'll just go directly in there. Yeah, I think that'll work. If we do it now, yeah, that's fine. That'll work. And all we need to do is tie this one in there. And what we want to do is tie that one in. Okay, so we could. Can we run it through there? Okay, so it's going to have to be a little bit of this. So let's just, if we assign all of that and we go back to this one and just have a look. I'm a little worried. So what I might do, because we don't need to go all the way there now, let's quickly just delete this tunnel and that path, and let's get rid of this one here, and we'll redo that way closer to where we want to go, so somewhere over here instead. I think we might have a spot for it, right? Yeah, just like that. So if we did that one there, and we just did the tunnel directly up this way, we should be okay, I think, if it works. So we're yeah, there we go, 350, and now that extra 50 should be just fine to get to that building. So if we have a look at this, that's 356, that's 372. I think those two are absolutely fine now to get those guys in there. Okay, guys, I think been a bit of a ride. I'm happy to report that our happiness is moving back up. Our money is solid, even though what's happened for exports in February was not quite what we want to see. It is a little healthier in March, and our imports is holding steady at around under 5 million, which is what I want to see. I don't want to see any of these 10 million, 12 million spikes. That's the ones that bother me a lot. So I guess this is the nuclear complex ready to go. We want to make sure that we're continuously, oops, that's not the button. This is, what am I doing? I want to put this one, and we want lesser construction, right? Please continue work on anything you can work on. So that is under construction. Let's just get everybody to work on whatever we can. We want all of this. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. This, you know what? I'm going to spend a little bit of cash to just finish the roundabout, because these small slithers here is a bit of a tedious one. So I guess that's okay. So now we can again send some crews. So if we go Cornoe Hills border post, they should be working on it from this side, and that's just an access. So this is okay. This will kind of slowly get there. We can assign them here. We can come and grab the lesser, no, not Lipkapol, Cornoe Hills, lesser construction. Can't go here for the moment. I'll pay for, what is this? Let's just pay for that little slither so people can actually access it. That's fine. And then what we grab is we get lesser to come in over here. We need to build all of this. Have we done? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Our Sokovo border crossing is there. Now, what I'll quickly spend a little bit of cash on is building the rail tracks up to about here, because I don't want to mess around with these guys. So this is going to be a bit costly, but I think completely worth it to not have issues with the construction items here. And I will also just build that slither there. And now the question is, so now that we've built that cost us obviously a little bit of money. to get that into place, and it's all electrified and ready to go. Now, I would like to assign the construction railways, which will be able to go around and not get there in any way or shape, right? That is so interesting that now our rail guys is of such a, they all go in one direction. Let me just double check here. If I double check my directions, yeah, they're all going in one direction and they're not able to get here. They're coming around this way. And I guess the only thing I could potentially do is get a slither of rail track to go straight through here. I think that's gonna be fine. I mean, that's the main line, but this is just a slither of rail track coming over this way. Now, did we want to, I think we want to tie it in up here, right? So okay, so we'll do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pay for that, so we've got that in place. It's predominantly what we're trying to do here. And then as it can then exit in a different direction that way to get back over there. If it can get from, at the moment we're only doing the one side. Now, so the question here being, yeah, we're not in a good spot to be able to do that, right? So we could do this. It was working here just a minute ago, right? Well, probably need to do... I mean, why is it doing that? Okay, so what I'll do... Oh, I've already built it, so let's just find a... need to find something that works here. Is it a little bit more that way? Kind of not a fan. Yeah, let's just do that. That's going to be fine. I will pay for that. Okay. That means we're getting from here to there as well. So at least you can get to any one of those. And then, yeah, that's fine. I think that should actively fix our issues here, right? So obviously this is one direction this way. And what we want is we want a signal over here. So this is mainly going to be for construction traffic, I think. Get into there and then get to any of this stuff. Of course, what we'll need to do is we'll need to do that and that so that they can get in there and not bother each other too much. And then the idea is that if you're there, you go out this way. Can you cross over? I guess you cannot. Right, so if you're on that side, you can't really cross over. And so I'm kind of wondering, do we keep the crossovers in the intersection? I'm kind of wondering. So for the time being, we could... I guess it's probably more here. No, that's not working. Let's cancel that plan. And instead we'll do something like this, right? And we'll go ahead and build that. And that should at least get you able to get you in one route that actually works. Okay, now with that in mind, let's get these guys to start working on something. So let's assign both segments of the bridge so that we can start the bridge construction over this way. That would be good. This bridge is not yet under construction, but there's plenty of other action and activities underway. All of these roads are currently being constructed, which makes me really happy to see. This bridge is done. So we're really going quickly with regards to the infrastructure. The piece that we have not figured out yet is what our tie-in on this side looks like, and we still need to do that probably in the next episode because we've run out of time for today. Thank you so much for watching. We've dealt with some more issues than anything else, really. And I guess this is still going, but we'll need to either export those guys or move them somewhere else. So we need another depot. So we also should plan in another depot somewhere. And then I'm really keen to add some more to the mix over here at the Sisselgrad Canal. Over here so that we can really boost these numbers. I just want to check how many people are working here. Too few in my mind. Too few are working here. We need more people. How many people on this train? That's a reasonable number over there. We want to see more of that, and we want to continue our expansion over here. There's so much that we're doing, but I think we can start filling up this area a little bit more effectively and aggressively now. Happy to see the winter is over. Guys, I'll see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye.